This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas fast. This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention. All my clips is standard, but I still get extensions. Switch on the big 30, sound like when it's spitting. Album so hot, I had to give them an extension. One West till they bury me. Yeah, that's the commitment. Don't trust the soul, niggas purring or they hissing. And when it's so much, they just think I put the fix it. Get the game to go my way, they gon' thinking that I rigged it. If I say it in my raps, I would do it or I lived it. What you say in your raps is entertainment, you just kidding. Hard times, I got tired of being broke, so I fixed it. This pole get the job done. Nigga, this is stick shit. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. The life that I chose, no turning back, we in this. They don't understand till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, shit is endless. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back, we in this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, this shit is endless. Reincarnation, so you know this endless. Hey, watch it. Stamp, that's why I walk with a signet. Build it from the ground up, did it all independent. Don't put your head in my business. To the wall, I'm appended. They say I walk sinless, blameless. And if you ain't the same, I'm against it. Was born with the shit, the other half, I'm just gifted. 20 on me, wish a nigga would so I could spend it. Start from the branch, then I ain't have to soil you. Got a peer on me, that'll leave your family tree for you. Can't catch you, then I get your man, make him lord you. The only comp is me, and I'm trying to be cordial. I feel like I'm royal, you interchange with mine. I love a 10 with a sexy walk, but I'll take a switch with a 9. Gear up and go crazy when they tell me it's time. Empty the whole clip to the last shot like the game. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's
Dom the Monko.
Till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, shit is endless. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back, we in this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, this shit is endless.
Shalom, Lord of Christ, man. What's going down, man?
Dom the Monko.
Oh, let me go back. Let me get my bizzles. Let me get the bizzles. All right. So we're going to get started, y'all. You already know what it is, man.
Back in here again.
Back in here again.
Like we never left. But we don't stress.
Oh, yeah, that's a Don DeMarco. Okay.
I figured it out.
Right there. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go ahead and share this feed, man. Look, man, you know, today, man, is a good day. It was kind of cold, getting kind of cold outside, man.
Nippy.
Cats is don't know what the hell to do. The weather's, you know, up and down. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Captain Ariana's page.
About time to pop out with that hoodie again.
So let me go ahead and share this feed, man. Look, man, you know, today, man,
with that hoodie.
Yeah, so you know, shout out to everybody, man, who's watching this. This is Rude and Speech Vidcast, man, 3.0, man. I'm Desire One.
It's Captain Ariana.
Yo, and guess what? You know what I mean? We got a new channel. So you can go to the new channel and subscribe to the new channel, right? Where you're gonna find these videos, you're gonna have clips. Also, we're gonna have, you know, skits on there, and you know, we're really gonna have like a real good channel. And y'all better stay tuned for this next skit that we got coming out because it's about to be dope.
Rude and Speech Vidcast 3.0.
All right, so yeah, so for everybody, I don't know, whenever you do come on here, we'll get it on. All right, Let me see something real quick. Let me go here. Let's change this to this right here. Yeah. And then let's go here. Bang. All right. Let's throw something in there real quick, just for a quick second. All right. So cool. All right. So it's been a lot going on this week, man. And I'm gonna bring some of it out. I'm gonna bring some of it out.
What you talking about?
All right. So what I wanted to bring out was it was a lot of stuff that I was, just writing down throughout the week and really just just seeing what was going on and stuff like that. So I wanted to, I wrote down to make sure I didn't forget none of this stuff.
Right.
Right. So whenever I seen something that was, interesting, I wrote it down, right? So that we could talk about it, right? Now I seen, okay, so let me see. The first one I want to go to is you ever watch this show called, it's with what's her name? It's a sister, she be online, she be on Facebook and she be having like a dating show.
It's like yeah, she like on Instagram Live.
Yeah, she be on Instagram Live.
I know who you talking about. I just don't know her name. I know exactly.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't know her name.
Gia or not Gia? Damn. Something with Tate or some shit like she. Yeah, but she do like a female version of what Kevin Samuels was doing.
Yeah.
She get people up there. They talk about themselves, why they single, why they can't find nobody. But it's a little more like her show is a little more palatable to women.
Right. So she was pretty much like, I'll be watching it sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like to just check it out or whatever. And she was basically talking to this one girl that was on there who had 8 children.
Right.
And she was trying to find a man, knowing that she had 8 children and like 4 or 5 baby dads.
Damn. So
I wanted to like really, kind of pose the question like, okay, how many is too many?
I think how, as far as the question
like baby dads.
Yeah.
Before you would want to get with her. Yeah.
Children,
no, children.
I think how many children is too many for you to come into a new relationship and the next person has kids. I think
by 4 different niggas.
I think that's really subjective. That's like depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
But it's harder the more kids and the more baby fathers you have. And I mean that's obvious for anybody to understand. Like it's not
Kendra
like,
G.
Kendra G. That's what
Kendra G. Okay.
Kendra G.
The water too.
No, it's something like that.
The water canal for that one. Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think it's obvious to everybody that the more you get, the harder it gets for you to find somebody else. And I wouldn't say that you like should lose all hope if you got 8 kids and 5 baby dads. But I would say that you shouldn't get your hopes up.
But then she said she wanted him to make She said she wanted to make $80,000 a year.
He gonna need to take care of them kids,
right? So I'm like 80,000. So 80,000 is like that's like $40 an hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The average person make about 50, I think, right? 40.
Right, at 1,000 a year.
Yeah.
The average person, yeah.
Yeah.
So for like 60,000 is like $30 an hour.
Right. That's a pretty great job.
Right. 80,000. You know what I mean? That's another 20,000.
Yeah.
Another 80.
I'm sorry. 80,000 is a great job.
Yeah, that's a great job.
That's exceptional, really.
So if you kind of making that kind of money, then
you don't want no motherfucker with 8 kids.
Right. You don't want to get into that type of.
Was she serious? I know I asked you the video.
Yeah, she was serious.
She was dead serious.
Yeah, dead ass serious.
But okay, but 80,000 makes sense though because she does have 8 kids, so she need somebody to take care of them damn kids. So I can kind of understand on that standpoint.
But this is the thing.
But the problem is, like, I think what you about to say is a nigga with $80,000 that make $80,000 a year probably would rather get a woman that has no kids.
Right. So Kendra is like, okay, so basically, okay, so you want a man to come into this relationship and he could have kids. She said, yeah, you can have kids.
Yeah, she ain't got no choice but to say,
right.
You gonna tell the nigga he can't no kid?
She said she didn't care what race you were. God damn. Right?
She broadened the spectrum, huh?
Yeah, so she said she didn't care what race you were, but then also she said, so Kendra was like, okay, so how long, if you get this man, how long should he have to wait for sex?
Right.
And she said, well, I'm gonna be celibate until we get married.
Celibate. What the fuck? You been celibate for the last 5 niggas?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Celibate.
So, look, and she was pregnant.
How the fuck you pregnant too?
She's pregnant. Like she's pregnant. She's got the. She's about to have.
You should have said that on top.
Right.
Nobody that is pregnant should be looking to be in a relationship with anybody other than the person that got them pregnant.
Right. So she said that
no woman should be doing. Why are we even talking about that?
Right. So
why she even there?
Because Kendra asked her this because the first time she hung up on the girl because the girl was saying that this story was just so crazy.
She didn't believe.
So she didn't believe it. But the girl came back on there and said, and she put a video, posted a video, and tagged her in it and say, "Look, these are my 8 kids," and she showed all the 8 kids.
Right.
And Kendra was like, "Yo, I apologize. I kicked you off the feed because I thought you were lying."
Right.
So, let's go back into it. So, boom. The girl is actually pregnant at the time where she was looking for a man. So Kendra's like, "Well, where is this man that you had this baby by?" She's like, she don't really know who he is, who the father is. So she's like, will you be willing to have sex with this man if you get with a man from the show? And she said, "Not while I'm pregnant, but after that, I have the baby. I don't want to have sex with any more men until I'm married."
Somebody like that needs to worry about not having sex at all or really being in a relationship at all.
Right.
Somebody like that needs to take the time to rehabilitate their mind. Because somebody like that, somebody who's already has 8 kids, 5 baby daddies, is pregnant right now, not sure who the new pregnancy belongs to, whose father it is. That person is just too sexually free and just need to not be with nobody, really. Need to take time to not have sex at all, really.
Right.
Or even worried about relationship at all.
Mm-hmm.
You need to, do some therapy or something.
Right. So she was, so she
Counsel.
was like, yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, like now you want to be celibate.
Right.
You don't, well, you can't be celibate, right?
I guess
no, celibacy is
she can be celibate in the sense that she won't be having sex, yeah.
Right.
But it's hard to take you seriously when you already got 8 kids.
Right.
9 kids.
So now out of all these
5
niggas,
baby daddies.
You let all these niggas hit. And the nigga is having, there's a nigga that got a baby in you now.
Right.
So when the new nigga come, he got to deal with all of this. Plus, you ain't gonna have sex with him until you get married.
You ain't gonna find nobody to respect that.
These bros, man, is crazy, man. Ain't nobody doing that.
Anybody gonna it's gonna be hard to find somebody that's gonna respect you as far as wanting to have a relationship with you in the first place, let alone them waiting to have sex with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, waiting all types of crazy amounts of time. No, you got 8 kids.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
I understand if you want to. I do understand that if you want to, change yourself and become a new person, how if you do eventually get into another relationship, that you may take your time because you didn't take your time 8 other times, and that fucked your life up. Like, you got 8 kids, 5 baby daddies, another baby you don't know who the father is. I can see how you want to take your time now, but you can't take yourself so seriously.
Right.
You got to understand you got to understand the level of responsibility a man got to take on by being with you, and understand that you should be able to take a little shit too because you're giving a lot of it out.
Right. Oh man, that's just crazy. But yo, just moving on real quick, man. What's his name? The one dude, Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
He's trending right now on
Bitch
Twitter.
Been over. Which one?
Dick
all over your stomach. That one.
Yeah, he's trending right now because he was on DJ Academic's podcast, and he basically was talking about the time that he jumped somebody's car without jumper cables.
Yeah, I heard about that. He was like, "Yeah, I got this little thing that I do. I put my hands on the battery. Speak nothing of this."
But I'm like, okay, all right. So he said this, right? Yeah. So DJ Academics is like, "Man, you tripping? You ain't starting no car with your hands." He's like, "I'm telling you, I did. Let the Lord." He said, "If I'm lying, murder my kids."
I heard him say that. I heard that.
And I'm thinking to myself, "Kill him!" Yeah. Oh man, that'll be perfect right now. That'll be perfect.
And then even Academic was like, "Man, don't say that."
Yeah, don't say that.
Academic was like, "Man, don't say that."
Yeah, but it just shows you like a nigga will say anything. Like,
yes, it will. Niggas is cold liars. Yeah, especially them entertainers. Like, they make a living off of lying and bullshit.
They're being trending because that'll make them trending because I was like this dude said like how Christ would be saying like go and sin no more. Like get the hell out of here.
I know it's bullshit, but he talking about some go and say
Don't speak of this.
Don't speak nothing of this. And then you get in fucking interviews and tell millions of people that what you did. Like what the fuck? That's bullshit. This probably what happened. The bitch battery wasn't connected all the way properly. He went up there, he moved it, tapped it one time, and it came on. That happens with a car sometimes,
right?
Where if it was
the battery terminal,
if it's too much like corrosion, or if it ain't
it's got a good connection.
If the battery does not have a good connection to the car, sometimes you can go there and just tap it one time and the shit'll start,
right?
Because the shit wasn't connected to the battery.
And I'm tripping because
I highly doubt that Kevin Gates has supernatural electrical powers.
So where is the woman who's out there?
Yeah,
if you out
like
there,
to know.
But he probably gonna catch her before she say something. Like
well, I got a little money for you.
Yeah, because she need to say, okay, did he do what you said he did? I mean,
she needs to answer that question.
Did he do what he said he did? And then basically, put it out there. I think that'll be a good call to, so he can get a good call to justice.
This nigga's a fucking magical. He's a magical nigga.
Yeah, and it just shows you that like a celebrity, somebody, matter of fact, not even a celebrity, but somebody with money. People with money could just say anything, and everybody will believe them because they got money.
Yeah,
and they're a celebrity.
Yeah. He a good example of somebody who people only think he's deep because he has money. Mm-hmm. But if he had no money, if he was just a bum on the street, nothing he would say would make sense to you or would sound deep. Right. If he got a little money, he talented, he can rap, and now he can make a good song. So now he's so deep, he's so insightful. No, he's just a nigga saying a bunch of nothing.
Right, because he was like
a bunch of big ass words.
Right, he was on this one joint. He was like, look, when I'm with a woman, I don't have to. What do you say? I don't have to have an orgasm. I could keep it all.
I saw this, and I do not believe him.
Yeah, he's like,
I do not believe he having sex. He having sex. He got a wife. He got a relationship, and he just never.
He was like, I could keep it all in me. I keep all my.
He said some shit like I got to keep his life force or some.
Yeah, my life force. I said my life energy.
He got to keep his life energy or some bullshit. Yeah. That's the biggest load of shit. Mm-hmm. That's cat on top of cat. Number cat because that's. It's just like I said. I think it's all just for the views, just to sound like you saying something big. But a lot of these celebrities and entertainers, they're just lying because it sounds good and it makes for a good conversation.
Yeah, it makes a good conversation. Like that'd be the crazy thing because it'd be like he'd be trending. You know what I'm saying? And it just shows like they'll say anything
to be trending.
To be trending. Yeah. Right. Like what was it? They asked Bootsy, right? I was watching. They asked Bootsy. They said, "What do you think about Charleston White?"
Yeah,
and he was like, "I don't have no comment on that. That dude's dangerous. That dude's dangerous. Like that dude is like
he actually get you locked up."
Now I ain't gonna even hold you. Like he said some stuff where I was like, this makes sense.
He definitely does say some things that are right. But he get into he do too much of the. For me, he do too much of the shock value stuff. Mm-hmm. And the shock value shit is part of the reason why he's famous. But between all the fuck Nipsey Hussle, fuck that dead nigga, he should have died his dead ass.
Yeah.
In between all that, he does say things that are true about the black community.
Because they was like, well, what about OG something? He was like, oh, you talking about the 52-year-old Crip?
The 52-year-old Crip.
He's like he's 52.
The Cripper.
And that's only and I'm thinking to myself, that actually is right.
Yeah, like he said a lot of things that it's hard to disagree with it. Mm-hmm. But he say things that's hard to disagree with. He say things that are true about the black community on top of fuck all them dead niggas. Fuck King Von with his dead ass. He should have never been rapping about what he's rapping. Like I get it, but you can't. If you're going to fix the black community, you gotta allow people in the black community opportunities for forgiveness, and that's the black community as a whole. We do have to recognize that the things that we do are dumb and stupid. The things that we rapping about, the life that we're living, the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, the drugs we're doing, the lifestyle that we lead many of us in the black community. We gotta recognize and understand how dangerous and how stupid it is what we're doing. But we also have to give each other opportunities for forgiveness and for change. Right. And I can't hope that anybody will change if I just say, "Fuck you, you should have died."
Right.
He should have died because nobody that loved nobody that was in nobody that was in the same gang as King Von is going to hear you say fuck King Von. He should have been dead because he shouldn't have been living the way he was living. Right. Nobody's going to hear that and be like, I shouldn't be a black disciple anymore.
Right.
I should renounce my gang lifestyle.
Right.
You're gonna be like, fuck you. I'm going to kill you next.
Right.
Nobody's going to hear fuck Nipsey Hussle. He shouldn't have been a Crip. He shouldn't have been a Crip. Nobody's going to hear that. A Crip isn't going to hear that and be like,
I'm going to change.
I'm going to change now. I won't be a Crip anymore because he said fuck Nipsey Hussle because he was evil.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're going to want to kill Charleston White now.
Right.
Yes, being a Crip is dumb. Yes, being a black disciple, a gangster disciple is dumb. Being in these type of lifestyles are destructive to the black community. But these people that are living these destructive lifestyles, we got to give them a chance.
Right, because he was in that same lifestyle too.
Right, yeah, he was in juvenile detention and all that shit from what I heard.
So when he was there, just think if it was the other way around, like how he would feel if somebody
he died and somebody said fuck Charles White or
fuck
Charles, he should have never been out in the streets.
Right, because he was a young nigga before, so now he sounds like the bitter old nigga.
Right, that's
the bitter old nigga who's not connected, you know what I'm saying, but with the streets. But at the same time, this guy got to, he has. Like he'll call the cops on you.
Right.
Like this guy will call your probation officer. You know what I mean?
Your probation officer.
But that's my thing. Is like he tries to play like on one hand you're an internet troll, but then on the flip side of that,
I don't think he's playing.
You're a community activist. Like when he called the.
I think it's all kind of the same shit.
Right, but I'm saying, remember what the troll?
Yeah, I think it does go hand in hand as far as in his mind. I think in his mind, in order to survive in a way, it is true. In order to survive in this internet culture, in this trolling culture we have, you gotta say things that elicit a shock out of somebody.
Right. So
and he knows that.
Right.
And that's why he say fuck so and so, fuck him.
Right.
Because
he knows
that we're gonna look at it.
You know what I think he learned? I think he. I can't say this for 100% sure, but I think that he learned how to troll from Tekashi.
I was about to say, I think Tekashi taught a lot of niggas how to troll.
Right.
I think it was a couple of people before him too that was like smaller, but Tekashi showed everybody that you can get pretty big just by just saying things that everybody's gonna be mad at.
Right.
You can get a lot of traction by just saying things that are just so outlandish and so crazy and just going against the grain so much that everybody is just forced to look at you.
Like I'm actually reading the 48 Laws of Power right now. 48 Laws of Power. I think I'm up to the 15th law, which is crush your enemies totally. Right. Mm-hmm. I almost said crush your ops totally, like because I know Kodak probably is talking about that.
It's the culture is getting into you. Start talking like them, huh?
Yeah. So that's what it's talking about. Crush your ops. Yeah. I said, damn. Say it again. Crush your enemies totally.
Crush your ops totally.
Yeah.
The 40 what's that? 32nd. Which rule is that?
The 15th law.
The 15th law of power is crush your ops totally.
Totally right. But the one of the I can't think of what number it was, but it was before 15. But it talked about attention, and it talks about how you had the cat Barnum.
You talking about Barnum and Bailey, the circus people,
right? Yeah, the circus
lions
people.
And all that,
right?
Yeah.
Now he was a famous guy who was known in entertainment,
right?
Like, and he would do like tricks and stuff like that, magic tricks, and some of these magic tricks they wouldn't even work. And then so the people would be like, man, his show is stupid or whatever. But he understood that all attention is good attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he understood that without like, how sometimes people stumble upon these things that can get you to the next level.
Right.
But people in the past have done it, and they've gotten these people to a certain level in life, to the level of kings. You know what I'm saying? Kings that controlled whole nations because they understand some of these laws. And one of the laws he understood was and we say it today where we talk about publicity. Like all publicity is good publicity, but not in a sense of everything. Like
it's definitely some.
Yeah,
I can get the
R. Kelly.
Yeah,
that's
Kelly,
not good publicity.
The type of publicity R. Kelly been getting is not good publicity.
Right. Anything that got to do with kids.
Anything that people don't like to like kids, even the snitching shit. I think even like Tekashi 6ix9ine, the publicity he been getting since he got out is not necessarily good because it doesn't. he ain't been able to build off of. You ain't been able to build off of being a snitch, being a child molester.
Right.
Certain things you can't overcome.
Right. But then
But overall, you're right. Overall, as far as achieving whatever your goal is, just being shocking can get you pretty far.
Right, because they know that it's not about you hating Charleston White. Like, okay, I just hate what he's saying about King Von. It's more so what he's doing is he's saying what he's saying to tap into your energy. So your energy, because you're
what you mean by that?
Like, meaning that he's saying what he's saying, like you said, it's like a shock.
Right.
You know, he's saying stuff that's gonna just basically say whatever he want to say, right?
Yeah.
But the hatred people have, like, and the people that's watching it, they like, I hate this nigga so much. I can't wait. One day I just want to run into this nigga so I can kill him, right?
Right.
But by you being so mad, you're clicking on his videos. Every video, every show that he goes on, you're clicking on it. That's why they keep having. I think the Say Cheese platform only has Charleston White on it now.
Yeah. Say Cheese does anything Charleston White said, you can find it on there.
Yeah, so
all his opinions, all his
So they probably got something. So it's like, even with like Tekashi, it was like, you knew, man. Oh man, I can't wait till if I could just get my hands on him, I would kill him. I would do this and that.
But you couldn't stop watching it,
right? Because you can't stop watching it because he's
you hated him, but you couldn't stop watching him.
So that energy is just like, that's the energy that he's feeding off of the fact that you hate him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the best thing that you could do for somebody like him is just not pay attention.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just not pay attention to him and just not even acknowledge him. You know what I mean? But since you acknowledge him, he can play off that, so he can say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This, you know, Meek Mills is a punk and all this, blah, 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 right? And then when you tap into that and you start going back and forth with him, then he's gonna say, I'll call the police on you.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
then once you threaten him.
Yeah, you threaten him, and then, you know, this nigga, this is what he'll do. He called, remember the one nigga, and I'm gonna be off of, but the one nigga, what's his name, Yella or something like that?
King Yella
or something like
Chicago?
that. Yeah, the cat from Chicago, right? Now, he's on all these videos like, yeah, you ain't gonna do this, nigga, I'm gonna do this and that. He calls the niggas probation officer and is like, yes, how you doing? My name is Mr. White, and I'm a community activist, and I was recently threatened by someone. His name is such and such. You know, he's on the phone with the probation.
I didn't hear about that.
And he's like, he's on probation. He's in he's in, I forgot what state that was, but he's like, yeah, he's in this state. He's on probation. He and he's been threatening me with guns, and you know, he's been on the internet, and I'm a performer, I'm a community activist, and I try to get, you know, kids off drugs, and I go into the community and I help, you know what I mean, kids. And I'm like, oh, this nigga, he's the worst kind of nigga. Like, he's the type of nigga that'll throw a rock and hide his hand.
Real shit, yeah.
They'll be like, oh, why y'all want to? I'm a community activist, you know. I'm just about the people.
He didn't just say fuck King Von, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy,
yeah,
fuck everybody that ever died.
So now I understand. Now I understand why Bootsy was like, he's dangerous,
because he don't want to say nothing crazy about him, and then Bootsy fucking locked up somewhere.
That's what he said. He said, my mom told me. He's like, my auntie and my uncle told me not to address him because they like, he's gonna get you locked up.
Right, yeah. But if they were smart, they would know how to address him without getting locked up. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah. If they were smart, they would know. They would know what to say. They would know how to combat him. Without the problem with them niggas like him, they want to be like, "Fuck you, you bitch ass nigga." When I see you, that's what Boosie want to do. But if he was smart, he would know how to talk about it in that Vlad interview without, doing anything illegal. Saying anything illegal.
Right.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. So it's just social media is crazy. Social media is crazy.
Nigga. Charleston ass nigga.
I was I was at the we be at the club. I just noticed, I was just thinking about this, right? You know how like, this is like switch gears a little bit, but you know how sometimes like we be at the club and you go to like, say you go to like a Spanish club and they're like really like
dancing.
Yeah, they're dancing, they twirling the girls around, they moving and salsa. Boom. You even got to take classes, you know what I'm saying? You gotta actually know that shit. Yeah, to learn how to salsa, the dance moves and stuff like that. Then it's like, we be sitting in the club and I'm looking at black folks, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all we doing is just.
I think that's capped up what you just said about Spanish and
the Spanish?
I think it's a more age thing.
What?
Yeah. No, what you about to say? You about to say black folks just hump each other?
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause look, I've been
I can't really disagree with that.
I seen all the clubs I used to go to, even when I was younger, they was like the Spanish, they be like, even the kids.
They do
actual
dances. Yeah.
Like Judah, I was at the bar, right? I'm at the bar.
Black people dances is foreplay.
Like
I'm not actual dance, they foreplay.
I was at the bar, right? I'm at the bar. And the
West Indians, the West Indians too, they just really just foreplay. It's not even actual dancing.
Right. So I'm at the bar, right? I'm trying to get the bartender's attention. But I can't get her attention because this dude got this girl bent over the bar, and he's like humping her. He's like, he's dancing, but he's like, you know what I mean?
That's like you said, that ain't really no dancing.
Yeah, he's just like humping it. I'm like looking at it. I'm just laughing to myself
on the side of there.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. Like it's not even dancing.
Like, damn, get a room, motherfucker. Damn.
Shalom, sir, Lord of Christ. What's going
on? Hoes, heifers, hee-haws, and hula hoop.
Shalom, Captain Zakar. Son Christ.
Yeah.
That is definitely a thing with black people. When I say black people, I'm talking specifically about so-called African Americans, people from the West Indies. I'm sure motherfuckers from Spanish-speaking countries do it too.
They just be like,
but they're a little more elegant about it.
It's weird.
But so-called Negroes,
we be on 1,000 in there.
It's really all just foreplay. It's really just I'm gonna do this dance in a way that let you know what I could do
if we was in bed. If we was in the bed, and the girls they shaking because they like this is what I could do.
Yeah, real shit. That's all. The interaction is really that. The interaction is just really. If we had sex, it's gonna be like this. Yeah. If we have sex, it's gonna be like this. So if we do this right, then we can go have sex.
I mean, the dude had the girl over the, you know what I mean?
over the. Was she on her back?
No, she's on her she's leaning over the bar. And he's behind her like
bow.
Yeah, and I'm like.
Bartender.
Yeah, like he, you know what I mean? I'm thinking to myself, damn, they look like they having sex.
Yeah, I don't know where that started at, but
I don't know. I think it had this come from like the 80s and 90s.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, comes the car laughing. Yeah, but that's crazy because I think we got to get back to dancing again.
That's actually dancing.
Yeah,
is a way safer thing to do. It's a way more. It's classy. Mm-hmm. It's classy. You can do it without feeling like
like two people. You be like two people. You be like you with the girl, and I'm just busting the one too. But you with the girl.
I think back in the day, at least I think white people used to do this, but back in the day they would have like I see it in movies. I don't know if they actually do this, but I see it in movies where it'd be like I would never actually do this regardless. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to make a point. But you see like a woman that's married dance with like. Maybe like her father-in-law or her husband's friend, because I think back then in those times the dancing they did was like it was so casual,
right?
And it wasn't so hypersexual that you could do it with somebody and it just be dancing,
right? Because now you just be like,
now it's not that. Now it's like I said, is we pretty much we having sex with with clothes on.
You be seeing niggas like this, like,
get it.
I mean, like. The whole wall. I'm like, man, this is great. This ain't even dancing, man.
This is not dancing. This is dry humping.
Yeah, this is dry humping.
Public dry humps. That's what this is.
It just literally got to the base nature.
Yeah, the base nature.
Like right now in the club, it's just bass.
It's bass. It's just,
it's just everything is just bass. You know what I mean? You go in there and you dance with a girl. She's gonna halfway look at you crazy if you don't try to bend her over.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just you go in there, you're just drunk and horny. That's it. Straight pheromones.
So check it out, right? So it was this girl, right? So they're leaving the club, right? They're leaving out, and this guy, his girl, they're all drunk. It's like 5 of them.
It's happened last night.
Yeah, it's a girl and 5 of her friends or whatever. So she's drunk, clearly.
Right.
So she's dancing all crazy. right? Like to the point where her dude was like, "Yo, let's go." You know, he's like reaching through the girls and like, "Yo," trying to tell her, "Come on, let's go," because you tripping. You know what I mean? So she pulled away from him, and she had like a plate of food, so she gave it to him, to hold.
Right.
So that as she's still dancing the way she wants to, she passed him her plate. And so he's holding her plate and his plate. So her homegirls, they see what she do. So they pass their plates over and like, man, fuck you, and pass their plates over to him. So now this nigga standing there with everybody's plate, and his girl continues to be a hoe.
I would have left that bitch right there.
And he's just standing there like,
well, I don't know why niggas don't got no integrity. I would have left that bitch right there and her friends. I'm assuming he drove everybody with his simp ass, but I would have left everybody there. If it was my car, either way, I would have left. I would have got an Uber or something, but I would have not stood there for that shit. If that was my woman, fuck that.
Like he looked at me, I was like,
maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like they was friends type shit. Because a lot of niggas do that. A lot of niggas nowadays, especially, they just go out wild. They got a bunch of women friends that they want to have sex with. You know, go out with them on dates and stuff and try to, you know.
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, and you're right. I've
not
seen,
dates, but like they go out like on friendly shit, trying to work their way to a vagina.
Right. Yeah, it could have been very well been that.
I hope that's what it was.
It's very well like, you know how like, because you know I'm peeping it out, so I'm like, okay, you know, because I've seen him, you know, throughout the night, but I'm like, you know, and it very well seemed like that's his rib. Like, yo, come on, yo, you tripping, yo, you bugging, you out here, you know, dancing like this, and you know, because it was like Keisha Cole's song. Love didn't know what this, and she was bending all the way over.
She was making love to a nigga on the dance floor, huh?
Yeah, and so he was basically like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck that. Yo, come on. So she like, what? Hold my plate. And her homegirls are still there, and then they all pass their plates over to him. So now he's sitting there like this.
Man.
And he just like, all right.
That's how you never have sex ever.
We just gotta let you just go ahead and be a hoe real quick.
Yeah, that's how you never
get it out.
Give respect or have sex ever. That's how you never get no vagina from nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You really gotta act like you don't want it, for real. At least in the early stages.
These cats, man.
Because the shit like that, you ain't never gonna. You can't have no integrity like that. If something like that happens to you, you just gotta walk away. You can't be fucking sitting there for some goofy ass bitch or dance with some other niggas in the bar. I'm trying to take you out for a nice night in the town, and you out here fraternizing with niggas in front of me. You can't do that. I got to go. I would have got in that car and drove fuck home, went to sleep, and put my car. Put my phone on do not disturb. And not worry shit about none of them bitches.
That'd be the weakest shit, though. I wanted to ask you this question, right? What was that when you had put a post up when you was talking when you said about every dude with a podcast?
Every dude. No, it's like a I don't know. I guess podcasting has been a bigger thing in the past 5 years. I guess it's been a bigger thing in the last 5 years. I guess podcasting, the radio podcasting did what podcasting has done to radio what the internet did to rap. To where now everybody has the opportunity to be a rapper because of YouTube and streaming services and start off on MySpace, but now we got YouTube streaming services. We got all these avenues where if you want to be a rapper, not just rapper, if you want to make music, anybody has the opportunity to do it. Like before, it was like a smaller tunnel you had to go down through to be a rapper. Podcasting shit like this is podcasting. What's that shit? Twitch, all that. Now it's a bigger avenue to be like a personality, like a radio personality. Now be a podcaster. So now you got and you got motherfuckers like Kevin Samuels who inspired a bunch of other people.
Right on like the relationship.
Yes. Right. So now you have a lot of people who have podcasts where they talk about women. The whole thing is about, we don't talk too much. We talk about women, but the whole thing isn't about women.
Right.
But you got a lot of podcasts that the whole thing is about relationships and women. I think a lot of them was inspired by Kevin Samuels, in my opinion.
They're all
pretty much all.
Because niggas wasn't talking about just straight up. I know that one. What's that called? The one from Miami.
Fuck.
You know what I'm talking about?
Flex and Fit. What's it called?
Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit. Yeah. I still think they was inspired by Kevin Samuels. I don't even look at the dates, but I think they was inspired by Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, because all of a sudden now they just got this Straight up, that's all they talk about is relationships.
Yeah, the whole thing's relationship. Yeah, but
and they get the most. Yeah. They get all the hoes.
Yeah, but that mean that video was hilarious too.
Yeah,
that video was talking about all the offspring of Kevin Samuels himself, just all these things, all these platforms that talk about women. That's what it is. It's called being red pill or some shit. It's some philosophy that's older than Kevin Samuels, but it's some philosophy they got going on now where men try to rise above women. Here's the premise of it: men try to rise above women. Because in today's society, women have rose above men.
Right.
So you got a bunch of outlets. I think it's called the red pill because I think red pill is the pill Neo took in the movie.
Right. To kind of know everything.
Yeah, Neo took the red pill and he awoken into his life. So red pill, if you take the red pill, now you become, you know what it really means to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
And now you know what it means to rise above women and get learn your purpose and all this bullshit.
Right.
Some of it is helpful, especially if you a simp, if you weak to women, if you failed with women, meaning like women didn't ruin your life, you've had a hard time getting with women, stuff like that. But a lot of it is damaging because it gives you like a real like unrealistic view of how to deal with women, how to be in a relationship.
Right.
It gives you like a real like woman supposed to be loving us.
Mm-hmm.
Women supposed to be loving us. Man eat steak, chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Women eat salad.
Right.
Right. Like dumb shit like that. Like that.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like they right, and I know exactly what you're saying. It's like everybody is they're trying to mimic and like act a certain way. They're trying
to mimic other people they've heard of. Kevin Samuels is the only one that I can remember that I know off the top hand, but there is a whole, it's called the manosphere, and it's the red pill movement.
Right.
It's a movement of men trying to take power back from women because they have so much power right now.
Right.
Which is true. I think women have a whole lot more power than they used to have. But it's a way to go about it. It's a way to go back of taking that power. It's not just,
right, because you want to take the power, but you want to take it unrighteously.
Yeah, you want to take the power. You want to take the power. What you want to do is you want to make a lot of money. You want to get in shape so you can fuck a lot of hoes. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
And from what I see, that's what it boils down to. The whole shit is just make a lot of money, make sure you in shape.
And then it's like fuck these hoes. Yeah,
that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Get you one woman that you actually care about.
Right.
And that you give your life to.
But then fuck a
bunch of hoes and be successful. That's what it's really all about. But is that really what life should be about? Right. Should we make our whole life about women? Either should we put all this shit out that gives the idea that really a man's whole life is about his relationships with women?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Is that what it boils down to?
Right. And a lot of those podcasts.
A lot of that shit. Yeah. If I watch this shit, if I watch none of this shit, I'll think my whole fucking life, and I'll think all that men care about is our interaction with women, and it's deeper than that.
Right.
So life is a lot deeper. Like your moral standard, how you live your life, is a lot deeper than being in a relationship. Because you definitely can have an amazing life with being in no relationship. I'd never do it, but I'm just saying you could. So right. I don't know. It just gives a very extreme view about how to deal with women, how to deal with being a man.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tazalaya. What's going on? S Ross. What you say?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, shout out to Zah Ward too, man. He's not here this week.
Not here tonight.
Yeah, he's not here tonight.
He had to handle some business.
Yeah, so he'll be back next week.
All the way down Florida, enjoying himself.
But yeah, that's you're right. It's like a ton of relationship cats.
Yeah,
everybody's a guru.
Yeah, everybody's a guru. Everybody know what to do, and they give a bunch of dumb advice, like say dumb shit. Like Kevin Samuels used to always say, high value man, he don't want to deal with no hoe. High value man, he don't want to deal with no woman that's over 185 pounds. Yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah,
I see there's plenty of niggas with money that like a bitch is a little chunky and that's a hoe. Like you telling me all these niggas with money don't want nothing to do with whores.
Right.
But it's niggas that's poor that's dead broke that like hoes, and it's niggas that's billionaires, literally billionaires that love whores. You can't act like that's unrealistic as hell to say to a woman that these men don't want no hoe.
They want her to have a certain dress size.
Yeah, really, it's harder to find a man that doesn't want a whore than it is to find a man that does want one.
Right.
It's way easier to find a man. You like men, my point is, men, regardless of your financial status, like whores.
Right.
Not every man likes a woman that's 120 pounds.
Right.
Or the exact weight.
But because he's an image consultant.
He's an image consultant.
Mm-hmm.
And a nigga died, and the woman was not hurt. She didn't have the proper body mass index, but she was bad though. Right. The bitch she was fucking when he died was bad, but she did not have the proper.
None of what he was talking about.
None of that bullshit.
Just like them niggas like Salaki, them niggas. What's that one nigga called? The one nigga that he was trying to give all the relationship advice. Come to find out he was cheating.
Jackson.
Derek Jackson. Oh man,
that nigga. He talking about women. If he ain't giving you half his check, leave him. Right. He don't love you. And he can't even give half of what he has for himself to you. Right. How you gonna give him a whole relationship?
That nigga had 600,000 followers.
He was before Kevin Samuels.
Right.
He was before Kevin. I forgot about him. He was before Kevin Samuels. He was like on the flip side. He was on the other extreme.
Right.
Kevin Samuels was like on the far.
Like put the women in check.
Yeah, but he was more like, fuck that. We gonna just bow to these bitches.
Right.
But he wasn't even bound to him. He was fucking hoes too.
Right, because they caught him at the girl he was cheating. Yeah. And then this nigga made a public apology with his wife on a YouTube video. Oh man.
Yeah, that's not gonna teach you how to actually do it. You gotta have more measured views. Like we have been charged with being extremists once or twice. But still, when it comes to relationship, you still have to have something in a little bit of middle ground. You got to have a little. You can't have just, bitch, cook me some food, bitch. Bitch, you weigh too much. Go work out, bitch. I make all the money. I don't want you to pay my bills ever in life, even though rent is high as fuck, and we live in 2022 and inflation. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make all the money. You sit here and cook. There's a lot of shit that's just not measured. There's not measured views about realistically how to have a relationship.
Right.
And that following a lot of that shit is gonna get you. It's gonna get you. You might fuck some hoes or something, but it's gonna be hard to have a long lasting relationship.
And women love that shit, man.
Women love it because it's coming from somebody that's successful.
Yeah, that kind of content, like on YouTube, it's like they love that. They love a nigga with a suit.
You know what I think it is though? I think a lot of that is women love to hate it. Like we was talking about a second ago. Like we was talking about the whole shock value thing.
Yeah, they love.
I think a lot of that is not even women actually like it. They love to hate. They love to fight.
Most high Christ. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I love the way you brought that back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because the women they just wanted to give him a piece of their mind. Right. That they would sit on a live and just hope that he didn't even know if he would pick them or not. But they would put the request in.
Like what? 30,000 people watching.
Right. And so when they would pick him, when he would pick them, they'd be in the bonnet.
Right. Yeah.
They have the bonnet on.
Yeah, exactly, because they wasn't sure if they was gonna get picked.
Right.
It was like taking a game. They really don't even think they're gonna get picked, but they just hit it just in case.
Yeah, and then so you watching. Remember, he used to go live for like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Instagram, YouTube shit.
And he would be on this live, and women didn't know. But then the minute you get on there, it's like you think that you're going to be the woman that's going to change his perspective.
You're gonna be able to cut him
right. And they always end up being clips.
Right.
And that's how I can tell that she don't have that the women that do call don't have a man. Because you don't have somebody there to tell you what the hell are you doing sitting on somebody's damn feed. But you'll sit on there for 2 hours because you just want to give them a 2 of your cents.
You hate it so much. That's all that shit.
Yeah, because you hate it so much.
A lot of men like it. For obvious reasons, he on there telling bitches they too fat.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna be able to get a man because they got too many kids.
Mm-hmm.
But
So the woman with 8 kids.
The woman with 8 kids, I would say realistically, the woman with 8 kids just needs to have a realistic view of what she's dealing with.
Like, okay,
she needs to really not worry about getting a husband. Really,
my personal opinion. I'm not messing with a bro with 8 kids.
Never in a million. I don't want to deal with a bitch with 1 kid.
4 baby dads.
1 kid, 1 baby dad.
Right.
I don't want to deal with that.
It's like because you have to deal with you going into this relationship with this woman. Now, these kids is probably wild as hell because they don't have no father that's probably there all the time. So they're not going to listen to you. If y'all in the same house or whatever, and you like, hey, yo, y'all gotta do this. So she's always going to put the kids first. The minute that you do tell her kids something, the day when you go to work, they're gonna be having a meeting upstairs.
So how do we get this nigga out of here?
Right, exactly. Because he's always gonna go for the kids over you. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to deal with 4 niggas. Now these niggas, some of them, half these brothers might still be in the kid's life.
Yeah.
And they still come into the house.
At least 2 of them still want to get back with the woman.
Right.
At least 2 of them still want to be with the woman, and 2 of them hate you to death. 2 of them very much want to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I could be wrong. But in my opinion, 5 baby daddies, at least 2 of them niggas want to kill you.
And she's fertile as hell.
And yeah, she's very potent.
Yeah, she's fertile, boy. 8 kids, and you got 1 in you.
She just can't. She give it up all the time.
All the time.
Her eggs is always ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. She
must not even have a period or nothing. Them eggs are just there.
Her kids look like the growing up scale. You know, like the growing up scale. Like it was like little like this.
She had one every fucking year.
Yeah, like the kids literally want like this. All the way
every
down.
year. She have a kid, she dropped one. 3 months later, she got another one.
Mm-hmm.
She is dropping them.
And nigga leave. And she has
and horrible. That's cool if you got one nigga from, but not 5 niggas.
She has a horrible tasting men. And she has a horrible.
You can't fail that many times.
She can't. She does not know how to choose a man.
And she got no self-control. You can't even get on birth control. You can't get niggas to wear condoms.
Right.
Nothing. Like you can't even be like, all it really is you probably a hoe.
Yeah.
But you can't even be a safe hoe. You can't even be a hoe with some goddamn common sense.
She's just like, look.
You just having sex like this fucking 1800s and you just, getting hit and that's it.
That's the perfect word. Like self-control.
Dumped in, so like it dumped in, and then that's it. Somebody like that has 0 self-control. She really need to learn how to go a few months without having sex. Really, that's really what the problem is.
So Nakashwan said that he liked your shirt.
Oh, Most High Christ, I like it too. a great brother from down Atlanta. He made it for me. He didn't make it for me. Great shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shoot again.
Yeah. So, shout out to Nakashwan. Shout out to everybody, man, that's been rocking out, man. Look, it's going up slowly. We was rocking out, if y'all notice that we going from the Rude and Speech channel on Facebook, and we're going from the Rude and Speech channel on YouTube.
These pages we on right now is our new pages, so make sure you like these pages, subscribe to them. Of course, like the videos, react to the videos, and
Right. So you will not.
If you're a follower already, make sure you come in here because we're gonna try to build from now on.
Right. So we won't be on any other platform. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of like from a different page or anything like that. We will only be coming from these 2 pages. So if you and also we will be adding our Twitter page too. So just tune into these pages and then you'll get all the good content that's coming out. We got some new skits coming up. Make sure y'all check those out too. We was actually shooting some of it today.
Right. Yeah.
We were shooting some of it today. So just stay tuned. It'll be out this week, Lord's will. All right. So shout out to one more shout out before we move on is Memphis Cookout. Memphis. Why everybody? Is it Memphis? Not Memphis.
I'm glad I'm not from one of them type cities. I'm glad I'm not from I'm from Philly, but I'm glad I'm not from Norristown. Because Norristown
is Philly.
Yes. I'm glad I'm not from Johnstown, PA. I'm glad I'm not from Drexel Hill. It's a bunch of little places in Pennsylvania that's not Philly. But if you ask somebody, where you from? They're going to say Philly or they're going to say Pittsburgh. I'm so glad I'm not from them places because I can say I'm from Philly and I'm actually from there. So
I know that pain.
That way I ain't got to be like Nashville where the cookout is actually going to be.
Right. And
everybody talking about some goddamn Memphis.
Right. I know what you mean.
Because the school in Nashville been around for a couple of years. And we all say, yeah, we're going to Memphis, right? We're going to Memphis because Memphis is the place in Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Nashville is where the school is, but that's not where Tennessee to be.
Shout out to Captain Soccer War. But the thing, I'm sorry.
My point is the cookout is going to be in Nashville.
Right, I totally understand that because I'm from Delaware.
You're from Wilmington.
Yeah, from Delaware. Niggas, look, there's niggas out there that don't even know that this is a state.
I think it's a city somewhere.
They're like, yo, where you from? Delaware. Where's that?
Delaware.
They're like, hey, y'all, where Delaware at? They're like, I don't know. I
don't know.
Yeah, like I think it's up there, like by New York.
I can imagine. I'm so close. I'm not from Delaware, but I'm so close to it. I know about it just from being close to it. But I could imagine if you like from the West Coast, or you from down south, you might not know that this is. And it's one of the smallest states too. I think it's like probably the second or third smallest state.
Yeah, you know,
it's only 1 million people in the whole state. You know that?
Oh yeah,
it's only 1 million people in the entire state.
In Delaware.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I like how small it is. I like
it too. It's cool. It's like it's kind of
you don't got to go
laid back.
Like we literally walked from the campsite to the event today. Like we didn't have to get in the car and drive 45 minutes.
Getting around Wilmington is like, you know, everything around the corner. Literally, everything's around the corner.
Yeah, I like that. I don't like being in the city where it's like, all right, it's 45 minutes to get over there to go pick somebody up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but you know, I love this. I love this city, man. I mean, what can I say? It's small. You pretty much know what you're gonna get from day to day. You know, you stay out the way, you be all right. Hey, I put some bars on the window at the crib. Yeah. You try to break in? Oh yeah. It's gonna be, you know.
It's gonna be the problem for you.
No, because look, the bars ain't to keep you out. It's just to slow you down a little bit so I can get that man.
Get that game for you. So I can solve that problem you had.
Yeah, it's just to slow you down. You can bust the window and start climbing. Yeah, go ahead. Get past everything.
I got something here that solve all your issues. All your issues are gonna float away.
Yeah, I got a bat with barbed wire on it. And guess what? I'm gonna hit you in the same spot. Over and over again.
He got a zombie apocalypse weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you in the same spot. Bye-ow! Bye-ow! God damn! I'm gonna hit you in the same spot, nigga.
Apocalypse weapon. You got a goddamn end of times weapon in there. You got a goddamn Walking Dead weapon.
Shalom, Captain. You guard Wop.
He was on a. He was on a. It's some documentary they put about it.
Right.
Put out called the Real Black Sabbath.
Yo, if I could, sir.
I didn't watch it yet. But
they searched a nigga in the public park.
He said, "We gonna pack you down right now." He said, "Nigga, we gotta pack you down and talk to me."
Yeah,
nigga, to talk to me, I gotta make sure you ain't got no weapons on you. So
damn, that was hardcore.
That was hardcore. I wouldn't even thought to do that in the public park.
In the public park, they pat that nigga down. Like, nigga, I don't make sure you ain't got no weapons out here in this park, this public park.
What's it?
What's this? Hold on.
What's it?
Oh, it's toilet paper. All right, go ahead.
Open your mouth. Let me see what's in there.
Yeah.
Say nigga.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I only seen the clips.
It's called the Real Black Sabbath. It seemed like somebody from overseas came and talk about extreme. I think because in Oklahoma it's they have a lot of white supremacists and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess they want to talk to some black supremacists.
Yeah. Pennsylvania does too.
Pennsylvania, I don't know about right now, but Pennsylvania, at least historically in the last few years, at one point, Pennsylvania had more white supremacists than any other place in the
country.
The country, yeah. In all the states, they had more white supremacist groups. And yeah, like I said, Pennsylvania is only 2 states that really got black people in it. 2 cities, I'm sorry, they got black people in it. It's Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Once you get the farther you get out of those places, like in the middle and in the upper regions,
Altoona, Pennsylvania,
yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
It's white. It's very white. It's just white people in corn and poverty.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you got those combinations.
Yeah. I hate niggas.
White people, corn farms, and just poverty.
Yeah.
And drug addiction. And that make you
and they love
nigga.
That's it. They love Donald Trump.
Real shit.
Yeah, they you know, my supervisor, right? He was like, you know, I voted for Obama, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I think he was saying that it wasn't like organic. I think he said that like to try to like win me over, like to make us, you know, bond.
To make you feel like
that he has no problem with black people.
Yeah, I mean he could have.
Like because he was like, yeah, you know, I was with my. He was telling me a story about when they were in, him and his wife were in, they were in Las Vegas, and he said that they had to cut the trip short. He was like, because I told my wife I wanted to go home and vote for Obama.
Damn. He looked around.
And I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Okay, all right.
He's like, yeah, you know, I told her, I said, so you was gonna leave because it was the night that he got married. He got married in Vegas.
Yeah.
At one of those chapels.
The little quick little.
Yeah, the quick little joints.
One night stand marriages.
Right. So he said that he was basically telling his wife, "Hey, I gotta go back. We gotta leave tomorrow because I want to go back." And his wife is like, "Why are we gonna go back?" He's like, "Yeah, because I want to go back so I can vote for Obama." And he told me the story, and he's like,
he's trying to show that he's trying to say he loved Obama so much,
right? That he went
to get back home to go to the polls.
I said, "Oh man,
I love Obama so much. I had to make sure I get back to go vote for him."
But it's crazy, right? I was talking to this white boy, right, and the white boy was like, I was talking to him, right, because he was the guy that I was working with. He quit the job or whatever, but I was working with him one day, and I don't know, I don't discuss like the truth or anything like that, like with my coworkers. But on this particular day, they were talking about Obama. They were talking about, like they were really trying to, they were talking about, Obama with the race and how, he became the president and how, because a lot of white people, they love Obama, right? They say they love Obama.
They definitely do.
But he basically was, so I said, well, all black people ain't the same people. All black people ain't African. So he was like, yeah, because Obama, he did a lot for black people. He did a lot for African Americans. And I'm like, well, he's African and he's not black. I said all black people ain't the same, right? So he's like, they're all not the same. I said, no. I said, how you got like, you got Koreans and you got, you say you got a Korean and you got a Japanese. Yeah, they look the same, but if you was to go to a Korean person and you say, "Hey, you're Japanese," they'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! I'm from Boston."
They'll be offended that you would say that.
Right? Like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So this is I said that was a thorough search.
Thorough search.
So he was like, so I said, all black people ain't the same. I said, black people. I said, you know what? Black people ain't Africans. I was like, we're totally different people. He was like, you know what? He was like, I always thought that. he was like, I always wondered that. He was like, because y'all look different from Africans. Right. But I was like, yeah. See, we not the same as Africans. I was like, yeah. I said, we all might have the same skin color, but that doesn't mean that we're the same people.
I think a lot of times you got that.
Yeah.
A lot of times the skin color be a little different.
Because
I ain't never seen a Hamite African that look like me.
Right.
I've never seen one that look like me.
I've never seen one that look like me. Like this one African girl, she said, "You look like I was from the Yoruba tribe." She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Where you from?" She was like, "I'm from Senegal or something." And I was like, "She was like, you look like the Yoruba men."
It's a lot of races of people that look different, that look similar, like Arabs and East Indians. They can then be interchangeable as far as how they look sometimes. Yeah. Like you said, different Asians, Japanese and Chinese, they don't identify as the same race of people necessarily. Right. But they
and in Philly, I'm sorry, in Philly, they don't be like, okay, these people here are Venezuelan, these people here are Chileans. In Philly, they all gualas.
Yeah. To us, you Spanish.
Yeah, you a poppy. You a poppy.
You Spanish. That's it.
Yeah,
you really all Puerto Rican to us.
Yeah,
but. No, it's the difference between a Mexican and a Puerto Rican,
Peruvian,
and Venezuelan. They don't identify with even though they speak the same language and they often look alike. They don't always identify as the same people.
Right. So he was like, man, he was like, man, I didn't know he was going to have that reaction, but he was like, you know what? I understand that because he was like, yo, I always wondered that, because it was like one of those things that it was like one of those black moments where he could talk to a black person.
Yeah, it was one of those things that he always thought about, wondered about, but didn't have the opportunity to talk to her. Any confirmation.
Yeah. So he was like, yeah, I always wondered that because I noticed that y'all don't look like Africans. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you look at us, it's like if you look at like Chinese people that are here, born in America, never been to China, they look the same. Right. Like because we're over here in slavery, because we went over here in slavery, somehow we look different. How the hell would we look different? We would still be look the same, right?
Exactly, yeah. That's very true. They try to act like we was all raped. A lot of women were raped by white people, and that's why we look. That's part of the reason why we look different, but that's not
true.
No,
right? Because what are you doing?
Yeah, like
you still having kids,
right? Yeah,
the white man can't rape you and change your DNA.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't. The only thing he could do is have a baby by a black woman and have a white baby.
And there's still I think because of like colorism and the racism in America and the culture in America, we think that everybody has to be pitch black dark in order to be a black person. But just because you aren't pitch black dark does not mean you got white somewhere in you. Like that's an unrealistic. And I think believe in a lot of states too, it was illegal to have sex with your slaves. It was illegal to rape your slaves.
Right.
It wasn't. It was a crime. Not to say people wasn't doing it. Not to say there wasn't no rape and slavery. That definitely was a prevalent thing. But you can't have the view of, once again, you can't be too extreme with your viewpoints. You can't have the view of every woman was raped by a white man. So therefore, everybody has a little white blood in them. That's absolute bullshit and unrealistic to think that they had enough energy, at least even to rape everybody on the planet. That's not how it works. Have not only rape, but rape and have children with, and those children have kids and be, it's
fruitful.
Yeah, no, they didn't rape and procreate with every black woman.
Right, that ever came over
and then the white blood assimilated into every black person in the country. That's not how it works. Right. That's not how it works.
So Sway had the answers.
We looked there, huh?
Sway.
He
had the answers.
I heard that Sway had the
answers.
Kind of find out Sway was actually right about everything he said.
He said, "You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers." He said, "I'm telling you, all you got to do is do it yourself." He was like, "You ain't got the answers, Sway." Now, fast forward 4 years, Kanye is trying to do the Yeezys direct to consumer. Now, he's trying to sell them straight to the customer now.
Is it gonna be cheaper now? Because I like a couple of them shoes.
You know what I was thinking about that?
$100 cheaper.
I'm not really into the Yeezys.
It's like 2 or 3 I wear. One of them I have. Yeah. I think I like 550s or something.
Yeah, it's like one I would wear.
It's like two or 3 I would wear.
Some of them look like,
but some of them look like what the fuck is this on your feet? Yeah, like them boots look like straight cockroaches on your feet, straight aliens, straight like what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you got the 12 skinnies with the cockroach.
With the cockroach on your feet. Yeah, 12 skinnies with the cockroach on your feet. That's what these some of the Jones I would never wear, but there's a few of them Jones I definitely would wear, but they still expensive. They still like $300.
Yeah.
But like you were saying that we all know about the infamous, I guess famous. You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Right.
But just to remind people, because we all know about that, but I don't know if people know. Mm-hmm. No, off the top of the head, remember the whole argument they was Kanye West and Sway in the morning. They was having about the whole argument was that Kanye West felt like he was getting like shunned out of the fashion industry. Mm-hmm. And he was telling how he needed to be. In a nutshell, he was saying that these people that's the gatekeepers in the fashion industry need to let him in so he can make his shoes and his clothes. Mm. And Sway was saying, you just need to do your own shit. You just need to make your own business and sell your own goddamn shoes and your own shirts. That was the nutshell of the conversation. Kanye got mad at that and said that, Sway didn't understand what he was saying and Sway didn't get the whole point. And he don't got the answer. You ain't got the answer, Sway. Mm-hmm. That was where the whole meme and the whole controversy came from. Mm-hmm. But like you said, recently, I heard too. Kanye West,
with yourself, Sway, take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I'm asking you.
You ain't been doing the education,
bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Calm down.
You don't have the answers.
You don't got the answer, Sway.
So you ain't been doing the education. Well, Sway made perfect sense. But everything he was saying made perfect sense. But now Kanye West, he cutting off he had to deal with a big deal with Gap. Mm-hmm. He's cutting off his deal with Gap. And now recently you just told me today that he's trying to do his own. He's trying to go independent.
Right. He's trying to say, okay, I can take these Yeezys and I don't have to go through nobody. Right. I can just take these Yeezys and I can just put them up on the website.
He should have been doing that.
And just let everybody buy them straight from me, direct to consumer, and I can cut the middleman out. And so they asked him, the reporter said, so 4 years ago, when Sway told you to do this and you told him he didn't have the answers, what would you say to that now? Would you say that Sway had the answer? And he said, yeah, Sway had the answers.
I'm glad that he at least admitted it.
He said Sway had the answer. Shout out to Sway, man. I know Sway probably like, I told you niggas. I told y'all.
Yeah,
I had the answer, man.
A lot of ideas seem crazy when they're initially said, but time tells. A lot of ideas and ways of thinking seem crazy when you first initially hear. And they seem like, how can I survive without the big white corporation selling my shoes? How can I do it? There's no way, Sway. Though a lot of those ideas seem crazy in the moment, but time will tell. And that it'll be a lot of time. Independence is way better than being dependent on somebody else. And every black person, Hispanic, Native Indian should learn in America and living in the United States, especially, should learn from Kanye West that at the end of the day, being independent will, in the long run, in the long haul, will be way more profitable than being dependent on some large corporation or, for some other race of people, somebody else to accept you.
Yeah,
we can't rely on somebody else's acceptance, because as we're trying to be accepted, they always fuck us over. They always change our shit. They steal from us. They don't give us no money. You give so much power to somebody, like Gap or whatever, whoever else on Kanye West, Adidas, and they fuck you over. They take all your money, don't give you enough credit. They don't do you just due, because they trying to make money off of you. They trying to treat you like a slave. And if you just stayed independent, you would have a level of freedom that you don't have, working for an Adidas or Gap.
That's right.
And yeah, and I think it's quicker to get on. It's quicker to get Gap to like my shoes and produce them. It's way quicker to do that than Kanye West just getting loans from banks and whatnot and starting his own company from scratch. It's way quicker to get Gap and Adidas to put money up for you to do it, and you just get a cut of the bread. It's way easier to do that. And I can understand why he may have went that route, but in the long run, you're gonna wish that you was an independent, that you just did it on your own.
And he a billionaire now, so
he a billionaire, so he can make a decision. He can do what he want now.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like they said he was worth like $6.6 billion.
Yeah, because he already got the rap money. Legendary in the rap game, from not only making his own music, but writing for people,
producing.
Maybe not writing for people, for producing and stuff like that. He already got crazy money from the rap game. On top of this fashion, which is like Yeezys is like nigh into Jordans. They're like Yeezys is like a staple.
Like it's like this generation's
Jordans. That's probably the closest thing, other than him being not being a sports player. But other than that, they're probably the closest things we got to Yeezys. They're
because remember,
staple.
Other rappers have tried it, like Sean Carter with the Reeboks.
Yeah.
50 Cent had the G Units.
Everybody did it.
What's the name had the Adidas, Run DMC, like there was cats out there that had, shoes.
We should make a clip out of that. The Yeezys are this generation's Jordans. That might go viral.
Yeah.
It's definitely true, because other than him not playing basketball or a sport, they as far as their impact and the way people love to buy them, they're definitely what they are. They're this generation's Jordan. Everybody love them.
Y'all let us know, man.
If you agree, what other shoe got that type of impact?
Like Yeezys.
Yeah, like Yeezys that came out recently.
I can't see, because like when I go into the store, like I go up to Jersey, it'd be like the Yeezys got their own section.
Right, yeah, Yeezys is big. It's like the Jordans.
The Jordan section is like little. I don't even wear Jordans. I wear Patrick Ewing's, man.
Like Jordans is something that niggas will never stop wearing, at least for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, right. He's gonna
probably for the rest of our lifetime, people are gonna be wearing Jordans.
Jordans, yeah, forever.
More than likely. Yeezys, I would argue, is kind of the same. They're gonna be forever.
I think, like you said, I think Jordans will just be forever, ever.
Yeah, like something that's gonna be like,
long as we're here on this planet.
Yeah, I think as long as we're alive.
Yeah, they'll just be.
Yeah, as long as we're alive and as long as America exists. But I think even after America exists, niggas still might throw some Jordans. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's gonna be people that's gonna remember. They pass it down.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Niggas like, well, I might need that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So shout out to Yeezy, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially not shout out to Yeezy for having the Yeezys, but shout out to Yeezy for admitting that he was wrong.
Yeah, I respect that he admitted that, and this now he understand that Sway was right.
That's brotherhood.
Sway, in fact, did have the answers.
That's what brotherhood is about. Is realizing when you're wrong and your brother tried to tell you something.
And I remember in that moment, everybody agreed with Sway.
Right.
everybody agreed with Sway. Like everybody that watched the video agreed that Sway had a point. But Kanye wasn't trying to hear this shit.
Because he had his ego.
Yeah, his ego, and like he said, you ain't been where I've been. You ain't did what I did. Like he thought he knew because he had been so deep in the fashion industry.
And it's like a nigga who ain't making the kind of money I'm making.
Exactly.
He can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, you ain't never made no millions of dollars off of clothes. So
Right.
what the fuck are you gonna tell me about why I ain't reach my goals yet? Like,
but that brother had the answer.
He was exactly he didn't make the Yeezys. He didn't have some big fashion sense, but he knew what the fuck he was talking about. He knew that in the long run, it would have been better to just make your own fucking sneaker.
You right, Tazalai. Timberlands, man, they gonna be around.
Yeah, Timberlands gonna be around. Timberlands never go there ever.
Yeah.
Niggas will always wear Timberlands.
Like, yeah,
for the rest of the history of the United States.
The quality is amazing.
It's great.
That's a great quality.
I got a pair of Timberlands. I might get rid of them this year, or at least I might not wear them to like be fresh this year.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a pair of Timberlands that I bought in 2016, I believe. We was having them parties at Cabin Cycle Wars house.
Yeah,
that's the first time I wore them.
Them joints you be bought out. Them joints be fresh though.
Yes, I bought one pair of Timberlands my whole life in like 2017. I think I want to say 2016 to 15.
Yeah, we just gotta admit, we just gotta give it up, man. The quality of the shoes,
the Tim, it just doesn't.
It's just part of black culture. Down.
Yeah, exactly. It's part of black culture.
Mm. So the last one I want to go to is something so vile, something so disgusting.
Can't stand it.
I can't stand it. It made me want to throw up.
I turn my eye away.
You know what that is? It turned my eye away. You know what it is?
What is it?
The mosquito cakes.
God, I'm glad you brought this up. That's some of the nastiest, poorest shit I ever seen in my goddamn life. That right there is true poverty.
Mosquito cake.
You ever heard like a parent be like, "You better eat this. You better eat this hamburger." Them little kids in Africa don't got nothing to eat. They got something to eat, but it's fly.
A fly cake.
Literally fly hamburger cake patty.
And they fried it.
They fried it, and it was black. It looked like this. It looked no bullshit. It looked like this. It was black. It was like
they said it tastes like fish, like a
raw fish,
like a fishy type of.
Yeah.
And mosquitoes bite and get blood from anything.
Yeah, anything. I guess they cook it so maybe they can cook out all the Ebola, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the Ebola. But they said
yellow fever. That's that shit that flies.
Right.
That's give you yellow fever.
They said that
it was mosquito. It wasn't flies. It was mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. They said that the in this part of Africa, the mosquito population is so dense that they can go out there with pots and they can go like this and get a whole bunch of mosquitoes inside of a pot.
That was the part also. Why is it like that? Why is Africa so many flying little things around? That was the part that was crazy to me too, that it's so many mosquitoes in one place. You can just swap up enough of them and make a fucking hamburger.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why the fuck? It gotta be some type of fucking geological, some zoological, I don't know, some reason the way the earth is that region has so many goddamn gnats and what's it called?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquito. There gotta be something going on, because why is it so that you got so many of you can go in the backyard and goddamn make a sandwich out of mosquitoes?
That is the most disgusting.
That was nasty as hell.
Shit I've ever seen.
And when they cooked it, I thought it was gonna look like something. That shit looked like this, like in the back of this.
Like
it was
like
darker than that.
A mosquito cake.
It looked like this. It was black as fuck. It was like it was like that. It looked like the back of that earphone. It looked like that, and they was eating it. That's crazy.
A mosquito.
I wonder how often they eat them. How much? I bet you that shit was probably like a gimmick or something.
But think about how
I want to believe that I want to believe that was just a gimmick for the cameras, and they don't actually do that like regularly.
Yeah, but they said that this is like real culture now.
They really eat that shit.
And like, I couldn't think of how many you have to catch to make, because the mosquito was small. So just think of how many you have to catch to make.
I would think at least
thousands,
a couple 100,000, right?
Right, to make a cake.
Yeah, this was small.
So to make 3 or 4
from the video, that it wasn't like big mosquito, it was like regular size mosquito, just a bunch of them.
with the wings and everything.
Right.
This is totally disgusting.
Crazy. it was just.
Made me want to. I was
that's a level of poverty that we just really can't understand.
I went on your page. I was like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, right? That was a level that was like, you are poor. You eating goddamn flies in the sky.
I'd rather eat mud pies.
I think the mud pie they at least put a little flour in there.
Right, yeah, make it look.
I much rather eat the mud pie. I was thinking about the mud when we first brought it. I was thinking about the mud pie too. Yeah. The mud pie is rough, but I think this is worse than the mud pie.
I have to go with Haiti on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, exactly because I can't eat no damn mosquitoes. I'm sorry.
I'm not eating no
mosquito
because they bite anything. Like just imagine what it could be coming from. Like they bite people with AIDS.
I can't be eating no flies and mosquitoes and shit.
Right, malaria. They bite.
They got yellow fever. Yeah, that's what it is. Malaria, yellow fever. Those are the two things they spread real crazy.
And then they bite. And then you just catch them and then just cook them.
Cook them up. Maybe the cooking kill the
bacteria,
the disease. I would think, but either way, I don't eat this. This is just so nasty. And the white man ate it in the video, and he didn't even seem like it was. I thought he might be like. I was hoping he was gonna be like, "Oh, this is kind of good." He was like, "Oh, this is
But he was like, "This is nasty,
fishy, and tastes like raw taste."
Yo, the white man was about to throw up.
Yeah, he did not like that shit.
And they'll try anything.
It would have made more sense to me if he was like, "Oh, this kind of good," but he was like, "No, this is
like." And they'll try anything. They'll eat an armadillo.
He said, "This shit tastes like a mosquito cake."
A pangolin, you know what I mean? They'll eat anything. A pangolin, anything.
He said, "This mosquito cake nasty as hell." You know what it tastes like? A mosquito cake. It's nasty as shit. It's nasty as a motherfucker.
Damn.
That's crazy. That was disgusting.
So yeah, man. It was a good show today, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 4 people that was on here. We going through the Ethernet. Ethernet seemed like it's pretty good.
We need to. Do we look clear to the people out there?
Yeah, because see, it's not even up here. See, the thing ain't even up there. The Wi-Fi joint.
We just go straight into the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
plug that hole up.
Dial up. Yeah. So shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Tazalaya. She always rocking out with us. Nakashwan, S. Ross, been rocking out the whole time. Your Garwap. Stay tuned, man. Look, all y'all got to do is just hit the link. I put it in the description. Go to the new channel. Subscribe to the new channel. We're going to have some new skits coming out. The skit that is out, the Pay Your Ties skit. So make sure you do that.
If you're on the YouTube channel, you can go look at that right now after the show is over. Just go to our videos, check that joint out. I think it's pretty funny. We're gonna do something. I think we gotta start making some original content though.
Kana, I know why you say that.
She
said that the stream looks great. The Savage service was rough. I know exactly why you say that.
Yeah,
now.
It's this little blue cord we got.
Yeah, it's. I know exactly what it is now.
Now we plug straight into the
We got to.
The Wi-Fi.
It is imperative that we do it.
Trying to pick it up.
Shout out to Captain Zakar. I mean, Captain Zakar, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot from Captain Zakar, man, like with the camp, you know, how to set it up, how to do it, you know what I'm saying? How to give brothers their time, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's not a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned from him how to, like, get brothers in because everybody want to say something, get them in. We might not have, you know, where you could go up there for an hour. Some days it's like that. Some days it's not.
You can give a strong 15 minutes.
Right. But, you know, you get that 15 minutes, man, look, put you on the stopwatch, and we'll keep it going. You know
I'm really tired of hearing you after 30 minutes.
Yeah, because, you know, we hear these breakdowns every week. But, you know, like a brother will go up, he be like, see, I'm going to bring out the curses. Like, damn. Like, yeah, we gonna bring out the curses, man, because y'all don't know about these curses, man.
Tonight, you know today, I'm gonna tell you about the color of Christ.
Right. So, yeah, when we go out there, we gotta hear it too. Right. Now, is that a good thing? Yeah, that's great because guess what? You can hear a brother break something down a certain way, and you be like, man, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that.
He say a point that you never thought of, or
yeah,
maybe a particular scripture you never heard of, even though it's the same topic. It's scripture is something that you never really heard of.
Knock did a great breakdown on Lucifer. He did a great breakdown. I was like, man, that's a good breakdown. I'm using that, man. You know, it was great. So shout out to Captain Zakar, man. The Bronx, yeah, the Bronx. You thought I forgot, huh,
Bronx.
Cap?
Co-op City.
Yeah, with the Bronx, man. You know, I mean, all the Dominicans was out there. Dominicanos
flooded. That's all
they was out there at that camp. So yeah. Shout out to Captain Zakar, man. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ.
That was a minute ago now.
Yeah, it's been a couple years now.
It's been a few years, man.
But you know what? The one brother who I do know, one brother who was there.
Yeah, what's up?
Yawasop called me and said, "Hey, I remember when y'all was out there in the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? And I heard y'all speaking, and he's here today. You know what I'm saying? So all of that we did, you know what I'm saying, with Captain Zakar going up there, you know what I'm saying, and all the brothers that, went up there and did what they did. If we could get one brother, man, it was worth it. You know what I'm saying?
So, sometimes you going out there, I'm not sure if I don't think they've been back in the Bronx for a minute. But for all we know, that's why we came to the Bronx, for that one brother. And in the truth, you got to understand that's what it comes down to. You're not doing something to be necessarily popular. As far as you might want to have a big voice, but as far as the people that are actually going to come in here and work like we work, or change their life like we change our lives and live the type of life that we live and have the same moral standards and codes that we have. As far as the people that actually do that, it's going to be 1 out of 100, 1 out of 1,000.
Right.
But we still got to fight, for that one brother, even if it's going to one camp for 2 years. We might have to do that because that's what the Lord requires from us.
You said it best, man. You said it's a marathon.
Right, it definitely is.
You said that, and
I remember.
I think about that all the time. You know what I mean? Like, and I actually even incorporated that into my repertoire. You know what I'm saying?
My repertoire.
Yeah, but and that's what I tell everybody.
I remember Captain Jeremiah Hyman. One time it was a while ago. I forget how long ago this was, but he was teaching the class and he was talking about something about. It had to be something about when Christ come back, or when is Christ gonna come back, or something like that. When is the last days gonna come? And he's talking about, you read the Bible, you read about Moses, and Moses, you say Moses put down his staff and this happened. Moses had his staff and did this, had his staff. Like, it's a couple of instances with Pharaoh and at the Red Sea, where Moses did something with a staff. He had a staff because he was old as hell. Because he was old. Because it didn't happen when he was in his 20s. It wasn't over when he was in his 30s, in his youth, in his good years. They was leaving out of Egypt when he was old and had to walk around with a staff because he old. And that when he said that, it definitely put everything into perspective to me. Because this game that we in, this thing that we doing is not something that is not like being a rapper or being an entertainer. It's not something that you just get quick while you in your youth and that's when you hit your stride. We're doing something that in order to commit to it, you got to be willing. Not to say it can't happen tomorrow, but to get to the end goal, we got to be willing to doing it till we got to walking with a cane, walking with that staff like Moses.
So it's about the longevity instead of the instant gratification. You got to. It's definitely not about instant gratification because
that's why you read them scriptures. You read about a bunch of old men who ain't reached to their height. Ain't reached to their real success, ain't did the thing that they were really famous for until they was
they was up there.
Yeah, until they was really done. For.
All right, Priest of War, man. You said that when you hear Christ as a black man, for the long haul. That's right. Captain Priest and Officer of War, man. What's going on? When we going to St. Lucia?
To the Poconos.
When we go to the Poconos, hold on.
I mean, we need to go up there, go ski this winter. That's what we need to do. We're gonna write it down there. This winter.
Yeah, we're going to the Poconos.
This winter, when a lot of camps is canceled and stuff because of snow or because it's super cold as hell outside, we need to go to the Poconos.
You know what?
Do this right quick.
I want to go. I'll try skiing. Like 2 poles, but then I want to get on a tire.
Yeah,
that's slide all the way down.
That's the fun, easy thing to do. I do that shit too.
Yeah, I get on a tire. I can't because you can hurt yourself with skiing.
If
you don't know.
You can hurt yourself on the tire.
Because like if you like they say when you skiing, right? Yeah. If you don't hit them dips the right way, the ski can go into the snow and clip you and break your damn ankle. Yeah, man.
I want to get on. I never skied before, so I want to get on the one. The slope where the kids is at.
Yeah, right.
Give me the beginner slope. I don't need to be on the crazy shit.
Because like a lot of those white boys, they do that. They go up on the big shit because they live there all the way down.
Because they live there. They do that every winter.
Yeah, all right.
They don't play basketball, they ski.
He said whenever we ready.
Most iron Christ.
All right, so we'll as it comes down, we'll when we got those days off, we'll those because the days off has to come down. It can't go up. You know what I mean? You got to come down.
Can we get a day off? No.
Like, get your ass out there and go to camp for kick you in your ass.
Yeah, we usually get a lot of them during the winter, so I think we should do that.
Yeah, go up there to the Poconos. Oh, you really talking about wintertime stuff, huh?
I mean, winter is coming up. I know we're gonna have a bunch of days off of camp. We should go to the fucking Poconos. I'm just saying because I know he already offered us to go up there.
And you know what? If I could, summer is over. It's done. It's autumn. It's a wrap. I forgot about autumn.
Why every year we're gonna be talking forever? Why every year it feel like we never experienced the season change? Like why every time like it's something familiar but it's new at the same time?
Right.
Like I go outside and it feel cold. It's like, damn, I never really felt this cold before. But I definitely have.
Right.
But it feel like a new thing.
Right, because you're not acclimated yet.
I don't know.
Because our seasons change so much up here.
I guess so.
Where they change because I didn't know, like, okay, it's autumn. I'm like, it's autumn.
It's autumn.
Yeah, because I looked on the calendar. I'm like, it's autumn. It's not even summer no more. Yeah, and it's autumn. So
I get up in the morning and it's cold.
Yeah,
it's cold outside
and dark.
It's cold and dark. Yeah, it's cold and dark.
Cover season, y'all.
Coming up.
Get those covers out, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Get those covers out. We're going to get out of here because Captain Ariel is ready to go. He's about to go up here and do a video shoot.
Yeah,
damn.
Captain's out. We're about to shoot this music video. I'm going to be in the back.
Yeah, like this.
Hey.
Like this. Like this.
Hey. Point and grab.
Yeah,
you got to point and grab.
Point and grab.
You got to point and grab.
And then go like that.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? Well, I'll tell you off camera. But all right, so we're gonna get out of here. The camera was unplugged. Okay, hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let's bring it back up. Bong.
I was touching stuff.
I didn't touch nothing that time. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get out of here, man.
It's just him now.
We're gonna get out of here, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Rudest speech, man.
Hit him with a song or something.
Yeah. We might have to just go out hot.
I know sweat. All right. Shalom, Most High in Christ.
Shalom, Most High in Christ, man. Hold on. Here we
See
go.
y'all next week. Subscribe, goddammit.
Yeah. Subscribe to the new channel.
You gotta like, subscribe, react,
and we'll be good to go.
Support us, share it. Most likely, share it to all your friends, family, cohorts. Everybody.
So if y'all could do it, man, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Definitely, we're trying to do something special, man.
These are going to be the only channels.
I know that.
These are going to be the only channels. So if y'all want to really, stay on with us and stay connected, man, you're going to have to subscribe to one of the two.
Goddammit.
All right. All right, man. We out. Matter of fact, I can play y'all a song. Which one we go out to yours?
Why not?
All right. We're going to go out to a song. That's the least we could do is play y'all a song, right? We could at least play y'all
a little
song.
Stream right quick with Daniela.
All right, so you.
What is he making any money off of it? You got like 20,000 streams.
Yeah.
You need to break me out a couple dollars.
Here we go, y'all. All right, we out, y'all. Peace.
Hey, Shalom, Zarak, what's going on?
What's going on, Shalom? What's going on?
Hey, man, ain't nothing, man. You know, me and Ariel, we over here in the east side of Detroit. The school over here, right?
Oh yeah, come.
Hey, what's the address to it?
Is it 1, 2, 3, 5?
About to pull up on y'all.
See you when you get it.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Fuck these niggas talking about Daniel. I heard they talking down, no sweat, no problem. It's 15 in this clip, that'll solve it. I got soldiers on deck, they a problem. If I ever let them loose, it'll be a dark day. Now you praying on your knees like it's Sunday. But if he ain't one West, I can't stand for him. And if it's about my niggas, we gon' blame for him. How you ever gonna stand and get this movie? Breaking down the block, all the niggas we influence. Be a bitch, nigga, I don't see how you do. Be a coward, nigga, I don't see how you. Let's get after. Been everywhere, nigga, running out of options. About to head to Europe, sip liquor with the option. When we step through, you know it's about to be a problem. When we step through, you know it's about to be an issue. Oh, Ice Cube, nigga, think he a man with that pistol. If I pick it up, pray to God I miss you. So more in real life, not just on instrumentals.
Tell these niggas no compare me. I don't think they hear me. Say that he a threat, but that's supposed to put some fear in me. Said that he the best. Tell him prove it, put some clarity. Said that he up next. Tell him prove it, put some clarity. Tell these niggas no compare me. I don't think they hear me. Say that he a threat, but that's supposed to put some fear in me. Said that he the best. Tell him prove it, put some clarity. Said that he up next. Tell him prove it, put some clarity. Whatever you want to do, let's make this happen. Go head up with any challenger, we right at him. Coroner's gonna say your cause of death was in traffic. Beam knock him right out, his clothes don't get raptured. Knock one of you little boys out, that's kidnapping. Real rose gold chain silver, I mismatched it. Green tips, all black gun, the clip platinum. This that real trip, yeah nigga, that real fast. This 40 that I got from Arizona, my Desert Eagle. You only thought a parrot could talk to you, hear the eagle. 2 red beams on top like the Oz Eagle. Staring at death, where you standing is where I leave you. Shane One West, tell a bitch that I don't need you. Here I'm having breakfast in bed, Airbnb you. Me and my brothers come together, don't be an equal. And still show up on the corner to still teach you. Down there on your head, make me pick the Swiffer up. Pull strings for $1, you gotta be quick enough. I ain't moving my hips when I say I'm blicked up. My auntie became a man, I said I don't give a fuck. Hey, it's a rock, man. Hey, look, we just pulled up on Gratiot Street right now, man. Can you have somebody come open the door?
No sweat, say no more.
All right, bet. Let's get it. We about to chill with the brothers.
God, I'll be all right now.